Hello, my beautiful lovelies of the world. It is me, Queen Nightmare, and oh, good grief. I am going to read, oh my goodness, my throat. I'm going to read, yes, okay. It's Love Potion Class, Chapter 7. The two woke up from a loud whistle as the train stopped. They have slept for 4 hours straight, cuddling together on the seat. Blaze and Lavender were already sitting in front of them. They probably fled Ginny's complaints and went in here to take cover. Harry stepped out onto the platform to gather their luggage, but Draco stayed onto the train step, not wanting to get off. He was beckoning his finger with his arms outstretched, like a child begging to be picked up. Harry rolled his eyes and took Draco in his arms. The blonde wrapped his legs and arms around the DJ boy, kissing him lovingly. They ignored the couple of stares they got and just went on to find their friends that were somewhere on the platform. Harry cast a feather lightning spell on Draco's luggage, as it wouldn't be too heavy. He set his fiancée on the ground and let him go on his own. The crazy still seemed tired. The random color faded slightly in his eyes. Instead of carrying the luggage himself, Draco created a life-sized stone human unisex figure to carry it for him. Lazy boy. Peasant. Shut it. Make me. Draco! Draco beckoned slightly, then walking up slowly to Harry's side again. What? We all have one job to do now. We all have to get to the place we're staying at, and you make it twice as difficult to do so. Well, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Draco took a low bow next to Harry in his direction. Harry flamed up red, his tattoos, hair, and eyes flashing the strong neon red, and the tattoo of Draco's name on his neck was tingling with a small flame. Harry stood in the spot, turned to Draco, and blocked his way. He stood strong and serious, showing how fucking annoyed and irritated he was by Draco's irresponsible and foolish behavior. Stop it! I am fed up with this, and I'm not putting up with your whines again. Either you go ahead and stay behind without me, or you behave and let us get to the final destination. And whine out all your fucking horrible attitude right now. Draco lowered his head slightly, feeling guilty and embarrassed. He didn't know how Harry could be so strict. He didn't mean to bother him. He was just bored and wanted to entertain himself. However he could. Apparently, this wasn't the best option to do so. Draco felt very hurt. He didn't like it when people shouted at him. He also hadn't been in trouble with Harry before. Actually, he had never been in this situation. For some reason, he felt a tear and a slight sob escape him. Was he crying? He didn't recall that happening. No, he couldn't cry. He was acting like a sensitive girl. He had to pull himself together, but he couldn't. Another tear streamed down his cheek, and he simply walked around Harry and kept walking. Harry stood frozen for a moment, analyzing what he had said. Was he really that harsh on him just now? He knew Draco was a sensitive bloke, but like that? Also, pregnancy makes the pregnant person have constant mood swings, extending sensitivity, oh my goodness, sensitiveness, sadness, and anger to great levels. Harry turned on his heel and caught up with Draco, who was now already carrying his own luggage, the stone figure just beginning to fade. Harry cast another lightning spell, just in case. Draco's eyeliner wasn't leaking anymore, at least for now. He pulled his silk hoodie over his head, hiding his face. His fists clenched and the handles on the luggage so hard the knuckles turned white. He had calmed down and forced the tears off by now, but he had already shown his weakness in front of Harry. Harry walked up from behind Draco, wrapping his arms around him, stopping the blonde. Draco stood there, not doing anything, just feeling scared. "I'm sorry, honey. Did I hurt you?" "I'm sorry. I flipped off the hook. Are you crying?" Harry muttered in his ear, pulling the hoodie back. He kissed Draco's neck and earlobe gently, relaxing the boy. Color returned to his fists. Draco nodded slightly, feeling that it was okay to be honest around his fiancée. He turned around to face Harry, still looking down. "I'm sorry I cried. I didn't know how to I don't know how that happened. I didn't mean to. I wanted to do more. I swear that He left the sentence unfinished and broke his new given promise. He buried his face into Harry's chest, sobbing slightly. "Shh, love. It's okay to cry. I just fucking yelled at you. I would feel hurt in a situation like this. You don't have to apologize. I'm sorry. I love you. Babe, please look at me." Draco looked up, slowly, feeling very, very guilty. He took a small shift back away from Harry, who pulled him back into his embrace. "I know you're tired of this whole traveling. I know it's difficult, but could you please help me? It is hard for me. I am looking after you so your journey would be easier, and you make it so difficult. Maybe we could use an hour apart, if that would help." Draco shook his head, swallowing the hard lump that was formed in his throat. He wrapped his arms around Harry, smiling into his shirt. "No, that would be torture. I'm sorry for the show I made you put up with, but I really just want to be next to you. I'm sorry. I love you, Harry. Please forgive me. Can we just keep going?" "Of course, sweetie. I forgive you. Let's go. We are far behind the others now, aren't we?" The two boys used the last piece of magic they were allowed to use to appear to the rest of their fellow students that were already exiting the station, moving down the stairs. For the rest of the journey, Draco caused no fuss whatsoever, and it was actually a really nice journey. The friends talked about their exciting expectations, and Harry eventually told everyone about Draco's pregnancy. Everybody took it okay, except for Ginny. They were congratulating and spent the rest of the way thinking about possible names for the child. Sorry. Okay. There's this ad that won't go away. Oh, wait. There we go. Well, okay, guys, I have to stop it here because that is the end of the chapter. And, well, I hope you had a really nice time or watching this. Thank you so much. Please comment down below what do you want to have next and what you think about it so far. Anyways, guys, I have to end it here. Be happy, be healthy, and always be loving. Bye.
Feel me like a Hellcat.